All right. Hello. How's it going, everybody? It's me, your old friend Hyde F. Hyde. You know, I had some stuff planned for this evening, and those plans went through. You know how it is. So I thought, you know what? Why not stream something? It's been a while. It's been ages since I've done anything with my YouTube channel. Been busy, doing summer stuff, fun stuff. Got a motorcycle, which is sweet. Having a lot of fun. But I thought, you set this whole streaming setup, this whole like retro footage capture setup, and you haven't done like anything with it. So, yeah, let's do a stream. Let's relax. Let's go back to that wonderful, beautiful era, PS1. I got my PS2 hooked up, but it'll be PS1 games. We got the OSSC all hooked up, sending footage direct, so not emulation, we're straight up playing real console. But without further ado, let me close the lid on this sucker. Start with one of my all-time favorite PS1 games. Tekken 2. Definitely one of the all-timers for the Hall of Fame best intro to any game, in my opinion. Classic. But let's play this thing. Go with the king.
Round one, fight!
Something kind of weird about the vibe of Tekken 1 and 2, but in a good way. For Tekken 3, 4, the soundtrack got a lot more like modern electronic, at least, relatively speaking, like Prodigy, Chemical Brothers kind of beats. But the first two have this kind of weird, like, jazz fusion, kind of, I don't want to say experimental, but definitely a little more old school soundtracks, which I dig. I mean, from a gameplay perspective, probably gotta hand it to Tekken 3, but I do love this game.
You win!
Classic. I had the
Round one
of those PS1 demo discs. Had this. You can only play as Lei and one other character. I can't remember. It was just that stage. It was June. It was just that stage with no music. So it's like really kind of sparse, weird vibe. So I was happy to see we got the full game that had a pretty rocking soundtrack.
You win. Round 2. Fight. Hey-o.
So yeah, I've got this hooked up to the OSSC, just going into a capture card in the PC. But in the other direction, it's hooked up to
Round 1.
PVM. Same one you saw in the Contra 3 video, that intro. Sony 20L5. Really nice monitor. I was debating whether or not to include the scanline filter through the OSSC, but it's not exactly authentic, so. But I guess you could always hook this video up to a CRT and you could have a truly authentic experience.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Totally weird.
Hey-o.
That's like the clear Jackie Chan stand-in, play Wulong. Followed by the Bruce Lee stand-in, martial law. Yeah, that intro video though, especially like his portion, where he's like in his dojo, just like finished working out. It's either sunset or sunrise, but either way, it's like 3 seconds of footage, you know, for each of these characters, and it manages to establish this, pretty clear like backstory or just general vibe of their character. It's really cool. It's like a really effective little bit of visual story, I guess, and music storytelling. Like some cool stuff for sure. I gotta start doing more of these grapples. Playing as King, what am I doing? Excellent.
You win.
King's ending in these early games are always pretty funny. He's always like donating to the orphanage, you know. Oh, sorry to spoil that for anyone who hasn't seen it, but they're a little unusual. He's a good guy. He's a good guy, King. I mean, his bit in the intro, Armor King throwing the mask. He's like drunk in an alleyway. Clean yourself up.
Hey-o. You win. Round 2. Fight.
I was playing this with my brother. He would always get really annoyed at this piece of music. One.
Hey-o. You win.
I'd like to see another fighter like this with like these the kind of like moon gravity when you're jumping. That like old school
Round
Virtua
one.
Fighter kind of vibe. I haven't played too much of Tekken 7, but I've played pretty much all of them. But for the full package, you know, not just gameplay, but music, just the overall kind of art and aesthetic, this is definitely my favorite. Although Tekken Tag to the PS2 comes close.
Round 2. Fight. Hey-o.
I think that's the first round I've lost.
Final
pretty good.
round. Fight.
Can't be having that though. Okay. AI turning it up a notch. Alright, alright.
Continue.
Alright, we'll switch to our business attire for King here.
Round 1. Fight.
It's got the Thai physics and everything.
KO.
No problem.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, I tend to have major foot and mouth syndrome when it comes to video games. Anytime I start talking shit, bragging a little bit, I immediately get my ass handed to me. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Paul, for keeping me, you know, humble. There you go. There you go. A little bit of that big combo action. It's all coming back to me. It's awesome. It's like not just like a guy making tiger sounds, but literal tiger sounds. Oh, hey Shadow Man, what's up? Would I ever do a playthrough of Kingsfield, the Ancient City? You know what? I was actually playing that a few months ago. I'd pick that back up. I'd start that over. That is a hardcore game. That is a very hardcore game, but yeah, play that. Killer atmosphere, for sure.
You win.
I just wish the combat was a little faster, but
Round 2.
definitely still a cool game. I was probably about 5 or 6 hours into it, I think. It's like really starting to get deep underground.
KO. You win.
Yeah, I actually, yeah, first I burnt a copy because I was like, you know, I want to play some more of those classic From
Round
Software
1.
games.
Fight.
And obviously that was on the list, you know, being one of the more well-regarded titles in their backlog. So I burnt a copy, you know, because you can do that with PS2 games now. It's pretty easy. But I was really enjoying it to the extent that I went ahead and bought a physical copy on eBay. Forklift turns. You know what I was really trying to do? I found this, I found some patches online that you can use with PCS X2, like the emulator, that increases like turn speed, you know, all sorts of things, like adds more of a conventional, you know, modern control scheme, you know, with like the dual analog sticks. But I couldn't find a way to get it to work with the burned ISO, so I had to play it, and I wanted to play it, you know, vanilla on PS2, but if I revisit it, you know, what I could do is I could emulate it with those patches and kind of have those little quality of life tune-ups. Unless that would make me a fake gamer. We wouldn't want that. I'm getting my ass kicked by Armor King, I guess appropriately enough. Just thinking about Kingsfield.
Continue.
He's like the big brother. We'll go back to proper wrestler attire for King
Round
here.
1. Fight.
It's like watching two of my cats fight. Oh my god. Awesome. Pretty much from the beginning, this game had some very satisfying sound effects and whatnot. As you just saw, this Armor King just broke King's neck, permanently paralyzing him.
You lose. Round 2. Fight.
But yeah, maybe I'll play King's Field again. Think about it.
KO. You win.
I definitely want to play some more of their old school games. You know, I burned a bunch of the PS2 games, like that horror game, Kuon, Armored Core, of course, which I had never really played. So, yeah, maybe we could do a stream one of these days of just checking out some of the From Software classics.
You win.
Try and get on the Elden Ring hype train if that really does turn out to be revealed next week. Certainly hope so.
Round 2. Fight.
It's a really killer atmosphere. The shadowy, infinitely expanding office, or whatever this is.
You lose. Continue.
Yeah. God, this game is such a sick soundtrack.
Fight. You win.
It seems like in the last, 10 years or so, a lot of games have moved in a more cinematic kind of soundtrack direction, just in terms of kind of shying away from more like direct melodies, like overt kind of like songs like this. Obviously, that's not true for everything, but kind of a shame.
Final round. Fight.
Like Tekken 7 now, it's like really like harsh, like EDM dubstep, which I'm not into at all. I mean, I love electronic music, but I really didn't like pretty much any of the soundtrack I heard from that game. Wow.
You continue.
Alright. Put the business attire back on. We are in the office after all.
Round 1. Fight.
The hobo tie isn't quite as cool as like the purple velour suit though.
KO. You win. Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, really, he's good with the guard breaks. Yeah, can't get a single grapple in. Come on. Come on, Kazuya. This next loading screen, I remember the first time I saw it as a kid,
You win.
like my blood ran cold for a second. Really dumb in retrospect, but, well, spooky.
Round 1. Fight.
There we go. It's just like a taunt laser.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Oh my god. It's ducking all my combos, guys. Just hit him with those corkscrew kick. There we go. Excellent.
You win. Final round. Fight.
Oh, crap. Getting cocky.
You continue.
Alright, this is it.
Round 1. Fight!
Alright, when I said this is it,
Round 2.
now this is it.
You continue.
Alright, alright, we'll switch back to wrestler. We'll be alright. We'll get this done.
Round 1. Fight!
I remember a few years ago, my girlfriend at the time was we were hanging out and I was playing this. And I was stuck on this for like 20 minutes. And she just started filming this fight. And it was like the most pathetic
Round 2.
display ever.
Fight!
Just like hanging out, you know, you get back from like the bars or whatever. Like, yeah, I want to play a game of Tekken 2. And you're just like pathetically like flailing. Not letting it happen. But not tonight. Tonight we get it done.
You win. Final round. Fight!
Like, it was just hearing these sound effects like off screen. It's hilarious.
You continue.
Alright, let me focus. Stop going down memory lane here. Just take care of business.
Round 1. Fight!
Close.
Round 2. Fight!
Might have to do this in a slightly cheap fashion. That was some bullshit. It's like directly out of his big move here. Oh, that's my bad. Oh my god.
Final round. Fight!
Whoa!
You continue.
Alright. Last try. Or we're gonna switch to something else.
Round 1. Fight!
Solid round.
Round 2. Fight! Final round.
It all comes down to this. Shit. Oh god. Alright.
You lose.
One last try, but we're gonna really focus this time. For real.
Round 1. Fight!
There we go. Taking out the trash.
You win. Round 2. Fight!
He's coming back quick with the revenge.
Final round. Fight!
Yes! Alright. There we go.
You win.
Alright. Let's watch King's amazingly beautiful emotional ending. I'm no good. It's like one of the scariest images I've ever seen. In Tekken 1, it was basically the same thing, except they had their faces towards the camera and like didn't have hoods on. So it was just like a squad of Japanese children that they probably picked up from the nearest elementary school. But anyway, fantastic game. At some point, I'd probably like to make a proper video on it. But I'm going to switch to another game. Another classic. Another classic PS1 title. One that I think pretty underrated from a modern perspective. I mean, it is a greatest hits game, but I feel like it doesn't get the credit it deserves. I feel like it's a extremely fun game. Or you could say games. That's right. Die Hard Trilogy. The greatest game ever made. Not really, but it is a really, really fun game. Classic. So go ahead, we'll start from the first floor here. But if you haven't played this before, this is Die Hard Trilogy. And it actually has 3 games in one. Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Harder,
Please let me drive.
and Die Hard 3, Die Hard with a Vengeance. The voice samples in this are incredible. This is like the golden era of voice acting in video games.
Let me drive.
AKA when they were just like getting anyone in the building to record lines. It's fantastic. But 3 games, 3 different genres. Die Hard, it's kind of like a third-person action shooter
I don't
game.
like to lose.
Die Harder is basically Virtua Cop, and it does have support for some light guns and stuff, which I don't have, so we won't be playing that right now, but maybe another time.
Hold tight, this is
Then
gonna
Die
get
Hard 3,
bumpy.
driving around in cars, like time-based, trying to get through these bombs before they explode. Really fun,
Stay alive,
but
stay with me.
my personal favorite is probably Die Hard 1. The original. The classic. Yeah, John McClane in this game sounds like they got one of the Beastie Boys to do his voice. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he sounds like he's from New York, but I don't know if that sounds like Bruce Willis. But fantastic. Yeah, just like the movie.
NYPD. Hey, this isn't even my jurisdiction. Don't let it get
So you can do these cool side rolls, just like Dark Souls, am I right? Got grenades, do this stuff. Oh yeah. That side strafe, the enemies can't figure out what to do. Fantastic. Lots of different guns and grenades. Good stuff. This formula, I do legitimately think is still really fun.
Turkey, it's Christmas.
Get him.
I think if this was released today, this would still go over pretty well. Obviously, update the controls a little bit. Oh, that was a hostage. Oh god, sorry. Yeah, just update, update the controls a little bit, I think they're fine, but I'm an old school gamer kind of guy, but they could definitely use some updating. But, yeah, I think this is great. Just running around, taking guys out, rescuing the hostages.
Get the hell out of here!
Help me.
Great! Get the hell out of here!
Get the hell out of here! You see what I mean? Beastie Boys thing.
Get the hell out of here!
Beautifully rendered motorcycles. As I mentioned earlier, that's something I've been doing a lot of recently. In real life, I mean. I got a motorcycle like 2 months ago, and it's been a lot of fun.
Get him.
Trying to do a lot of outdoorsy stuff this summer, I didn't really do enough of it last year, so really want to do as much as possible.
Don't let him get away.
It's been great. I got that. My dad, actually, another thing that's been great. My dad, he had built me a skateboard. Gave it to me as a Christmas present, which is really cool. It was like a custom-made skateboard, and I haven't skated since I was like 16. So that was a little while ago, like 15 years ago, 16 years ago, and that's been great,
Want to stay alive? Stay with me.
Queso, Paleto, how's it going, man? Or lady, how are you? Whatever you are, welcome.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Yeah, gotta get that bomb. Gotta get that bomb. You got I think 30 seconds, and you get that like pumping music track. It culminates in the bomb exploding. Game over. But yeah, this game has a hot soundtrack too. Very 90s, but in a good way. I was talking to somebody recently about Metal Gear Solid, and to be honest with you guys, this might be a little bit of a controversial opinion, but I don't think that game is very much fun to actually play. Like, I recognize its, importance as, like, stepping up the presentation aspect of, console games and whatnot, the voice acting quality, cutscenes, but it comes to actually playing, having to rely on the radar, basically. It's kind of ironic, this game has such great graphics, but you're looking at the Atari graphics in the top right corner of the screen. But I was talking to him, it's like, you know what it could have been more like? He's like, what? It could have been more like Die Hard Trilogy. He's like, dude, what are you talking about? But maybe that's just me. God, I'm letting the hostages get taken out here. See the brilliant AI in action. Hey, you were holding me hostage, but I'm gonna go ahead and head to the roof, alright?
Happy trail.
Don't let him get away. Take this.
Oh shit. Yeah, wonderful grenades.
I've got a machine gun.
Is that incredible? I mean, I'd love to find out who did the voice acting for this, because I think he probably did a better job than, like, real Bruce Willis would have. In terms of enthusiasm,
Nice.
But yeah, if you rescue enough hostages, I don't know the actual number, if it's percentage based or if it's just some kind of flat number, but rescue enough hostages, you get to these bonus stages up on the rooftop where they're running to the helicopter and you gotta protect them from more terrorists.
Nice. Don't let him get away.
don't know if you guys can see the low resolution graphics, but the character models are polygons, but the faces are just like JPEGs stuck to the front, almost like a mask. It's literally just like a flat JPEG, a flat image on the front of their body. So I'll dance around this guy. See if we can... I'm just kidding. Maybe that's not such a great idea. Yeah, it's really obvious then when we do the name entry. You know, if you like die, you like enter your high score or whatever. Pretty funny looking. It's like, again, just like clearly members of the development team. You know, that era of gaming. Yeah, you really got to use that that strafe and that roll to like really make the most of the game here. It's like if you're just using the D-pad, it can feel pretty stiff. But if you get comfy with the those maneuvers, the game definitely feels better to play. Also, I don't know why the radar isn't zoomed out completely by default, because it's definitely the way you want to go. So you can actually see where the bomb is.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Yeah, that was like the hardest part of this game when I first played it. Was like, oh, where's the bomb? Where's the bomb? And then you realize, like, oh, just zoom out on the radar. You know, and you're fine. But when it's zoomed all the way in like this by default, you know, like how the hell are you supposed to find that?
Betrayal.
So that's what you got to do. If you get one tip from this video about playing Die Hard Trilogy, that's probably it. Oops! I just killed a hostage. My bad.
Get him! Kill him!
Take this.
Yeah, my CD is a little... CD of this game is a little scratched, which is why you just heard the music track like skip to the end and then restart.
Great!
Get him!
Like it just did again there.
Happy
It's one of those
trails.
games that it streams the audio directly from the disc, like CD audio, which means you can pop it into a CD player and listen to everything but track 1 and just listen to the soundtrack. I believe Tekken 2 might be like that. Tekken 1 definitely is like that. Tekken 2 might be.
Yeah! Eat this!
Oh yeah. Grenades, gotta have them. Very useful. Body armor, gotta have it. Alright, let's get out of this little maze here. Get back to the action.
Happy trails.
Alright, let's get a grenade ready for these
Give up, you're surrounded!
Freddy Krueger looking guys over here. Yeah, we gotta get our hands on some bigger firepower. You know, usually you don't start getting that stuff regularly till the later levels a little bit. You know, you get like the MP5, the Strayer AUG. You can get an explosive shotgun.
So you got, Han?
There we go. Wonderful sound effects. Brilliant. I love how casual he is about wasting the hostage. Oops!
Get him!
Bye-bye, bad guy!
Yeah, see what I mean with the radar? It's like, okay, where is it? Oh, it's right over there.
Yippee-ki-yay!
No problem. Yeah, there's 19 normal levels, and then the 20th floor is this bonus level, which, despite my wasting of quite a few hostages, I guess I qualified for.
Take him.
Kill him!
But yeah, it's just basically protecting the hostages, letting them get up to that helicopter. That reticle thing in the bottom right's kind of interesting. Letting you know whether or not you're getting shot or about to get shot, I guess.
Yeah, eat this.
I see him.
Yeah, those grenades are clutch. Very useful. Gotta find the big guns, though. Pistol's just not cutting it. There we go. Something at least.
Take him. Take him.
Yeah, you remember this part from the movie? John McClane. Well, I guess there is a... Oh. That's crazy. Yeah, it's, you know, I mean, it's just one of those video game things, but the movie John McClane takes out, like, what, like 9 guys, 12 guys, maybe? In this game, that's like half the amount of dudes you take out on a single floor.
Kill him. I see him.
But overall, I think they did a really good job translating the movies into 3 like genre appropriate kind of styles of game for all 3 of the games in this trilogy here. This was developed alongside Alien Trilogy on the PS1 and Saturn, Probe Software in the UK. So it's one of those things where they had, you know, basically 2 teams working on 2 different games, and you know, from what I understand, read a little bit about it. There's some interviews with like the director of the game out there. You know, creating a little bit of that friendly competition. You know, just helping both teams try and outdo the other. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, eat this.
Yeah, they basically just keep coming while all the hostages you rescued head up to the helicopter. There we go. Gotta get that hot dog. I had some hot dogs earlier, actually. Although they were veggie dogs, not actual hot dogs, not pork dogs. I've been a full-blown vegetarian for the last few weeks. Before I was just eating chicken, but it's like, you know what, I'm gonna try it out. Hardest part about it's getting enough protein, but you can do it.
Get him.
We'll probably do this one level, then we'll switch to another game.
Get him. He's right here.
But yeah, just like Dark Souls, all you gotta do is roll around and you're fine. This is the game Miyazaki played before Demon Souls. It's like, okay. Except these guys are onto something.
Bye-bye, bad guy.
But yeah, I mean, this game is from, I think, 95? 96? Definitely an early PS1 game. And I think a very good one. You know, like I said earlier, it is a greatest hits title, but I feel like I don't hear people talk about it very much. You know, it doesn't come up very much in the discourse of PS1
Want to
games.
stay alive? Stay with me.
That's better.
Great.
All right, come on. There we go.
Got a machine gun.
See, that's what you want. You want that.
Sorry.
Oh, that was a hostage. Whoops.
Get him.
Yeah, another neat thing, you know, if you don't want to bother with the hostages at all, you don't have to. It's like completely optional. You know, affects your high score, but you know, it's like one of those things where it's like, okay. I don't think anybody out there is really going to care too much about the high score in Die Hard Trilogy. I wonder if this is, anyone speedruns this. So you'd have to, like, deliberately not be rescuing hostages or just mowing them down if they're in your way. Try and get around a little faster. Maybe that's my calling. I'm gonna be the first Die Hard Trilogy speedrunner. Probably not. Playing a little sloppy, but it's all good. Game does start to get a little tense once you're low on your lives and health there. That police badge, if you guys haven't figured out or noticed or know or whatever, is your health. You have a limited number of lives, and once that runs out, you game over. You can save whenever you want. I say one definite flaw of this game is the saving takes forever for some reason. Like it's probably out of any PS1 game I've ever played, the longest in terms of the amount of time it takes to save your game. Oh shit. Oh. Looks like how the numbers get progressively bigger too.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Like as if the anxiety isn't enough. Yeah, the save times are ridiculous, but otherwise, I think it's a classic. But when you go to save the game, there's a weirdly kind of passive-aggressive thing you can get, message you can get. I'll show you. Yes. Save game, yes. Alright, we're waiting here. It's loading. It's loading. Say overwrite. You see what I mean? This is ridiculous. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, if you say there's some way you can get it to give you this passive aggressive message. If you say like save, it's like yes, no, maybe. Let me see. Let me see if I can find that. Or maybe it's a load game. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and waste your guys' time watching that because that's too long for something that's kind of dumb. So, instead, let's go ahead and move on to the next game. Well, let's see. I've got all these games in front of me. Which one shall I choose? All right. So next up is going to be a game that is certainly not a classic, but I think still has a little bit of it has some cool aspects to it. It has its moments. It has a cool thing, a few cool things about it. Good for a few laughs, if nothing else. That PS1 opening sound, hard to beat. Yeah, that's right. We're playing a little bit of Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero. one of the crappiest games to ever have the Mortal Kombat license. But talking about positives here, if you want to focus on the positives, the game definitely has a cool soundtrack.
Thousands of years ago, the Earth was devastated by a battle between the gods. It was a war between good and evil. A war that would decide the fate of the world and plunge it into centuries of darkness. Now, the war is in danger of being fought once again. Only one mortal can stop it.
Yeah, the live action cutscenes in this are some of the funniest things I've ever seen. Just amazing. Just like top notch. But like I said, it does have a great soundtrack. The music is cool. Like, you know, very, very good. The atmosphere in some parts is actually pretty sweet. And I think if this game had a little bit, maybe more time in the oven, you know?
You will fail.
I think if this game had a little bit more development time, it would have turned out a little better. And if also the controls weren't so super weird. So this game is kind of infamous, but one of the things about it is, you know, obviously it's the classic MK controls. Yeah, which is a neat concept. You know, it's all the standard stuff you'd expect. But instead of just being able to turn around, you have to push the L2 button. That's how you turn around, which can be a problem for many, many reasons, including the like ridiculous platforming you have to do. But you can make Sub-Zero do a little dance. But this game is full of cheap bullshit. But we'll play a little bit of it just to see. Like that, you know? It's like, okay. How in the world are you supposed to know that was coming? So I gotta creep along just doing the ninja strut like this. Has the XP system, which is pretty cool. You like gradually unlock Sub-Zero's abilities. Although it does beg the question. If he can't already freeze by the time you start the game, why is he called Sub-Zero? But I know it's a dumb question. It's just one of those gameplay things. But I think, yeah, it's a cool idea for sure. Like Mortal Kombat, kind of story-based game with some RPG elements. Yeah, that turning around thing is so weird. Now, of course, if you just jump off the balcony without jumping onto the edge, you'll just fall and die. Again, it's one of these games that it's just like a process of trial and error, basically. I played it a bunch, you know, for some reason, so I know these things, but first time through, if you don't know, you don't have like a guide or somebody to tell you this stuff, it's just like exercise in frustration. Oh, there we go. Sorry, that sound. It's like you're flipping a burger patty or something. Yeah, I really just want to get to the cutscene after this level. And then maybe the little bit of the next level after that. Which again, great atmosphere, but as soon as the gameplay comes into play, it's kind of immediately shits the bed.
The map is mine, Sub-Zero. Fight!
Oh my god, these controls are awful. Fight! Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we got our freeze power unlocked. We leveled up enough to get that. And the slide. No problem. You can do a fatality here. I don't remember what the button input is, but you can do the classic spine rip and waste Scorpion. Although, if you do, it does have some kind of ramification later. Some kind of spooky ramification. So climb this obnoxiously long rope here and peace out. Now behold, the greatest acting of any PS1 game.
Grandmaster, in honor of the Lin Kuei, I bring you this sacred map of elements.
Once again, our most cunning assassin and thief is successful.
Making great use of those paintball masks.
I see the ninja has been successful in retrieving my map, as I have foreseen.
I've seen the ninja has been successful,
I am
baby.
not a ninja. I am Lin Kuei. Scorpion was a ninja.
Ah, yes, your Japanese counterpart. How unfortunate that you happened upon him in your
Give him the
battle with
people's
those
eyebrow there.
pesky Shaolin monks.
Scorpion was tipped off. He knew I was breaking into that temple, and if he wasn't there,
Oh
there
my
wouldn't
God.
have been a battle. You are responsible for this sorcerer.
Well, I've also retained Scorpion services.
I've also
Because you
returned
failed, I
Scorpion
need
services.
Your peace of mind almost cost me this mission.
Enough! Quan Chi, tell me, what about our payment?
Oh yes, I almost forgot. The bones of your arch nemesis and leader of Scorpion's ninja clan.
Yeah, Quan Chi was definitely his coolest in this game, and MK4 kind of got a little
Our
lame
ancient
after that.
foes, vanquished in one transaction.
And I've personally made certain that every last remnant of their clan has been eliminated. Forever.
You see, Sub-Zero, you can trust a sorcerer sometimes.
My god, so many of these lines me and my friends would say to each other for years.
Quan Chi
You
has
can
once
trust a
again
sorcerer
betrayed your
sometimes.
services.
This map you stole. It shows the way to a temple which predates man's recorded history on Earth. For thousands of years, the Temple of Elements has been hidden in what is now known as the Himalayan mountains of Nepal. This map is the only evidence of its existence.
Fine. I get to the temple, and then what? What's inside?
A small amulet, worthless to you, but let's just say it has great sentimental value to me.
If it is so precious, why don't you get it yourself?
I cannot enter the temple until the four elements within its walls have been defeated. And I am not on the best of terms with the gods of your realm, especially your god of thunder.
Tell me about these elements.
They are the four
Tell me about
elements
these
which comprise
elements.
the very existence of your realm. They are earth.
Hey, you know that stuff you can shoot out of your hands? It's called ice.
With your
It's made out of
mastery
water.
the elements of coal, you have an advantage that no other human has, and that is the ability to defeat the elements. I have foreseen this.
We'll play a little bit of the second level, and then we'll move on to the next game. Now we don't need to save our game. All right. Okay. Brilliant. Wonderful game design there. See, you just gotta ride the wind, Sub-Zero. Duh. You know, if you're gonna play this game, you have to play the PS1 version here. Because the N64 version doesn't have any of those cutscenes. It's just like stills from them with like text at the bottom. And as you've seen, those cutscenes are definitely the best part, so. Excuse me. But yeah. I think this is probably right about the point where most people quit this friggin' game because this is ridiculous. This platforming. It's like, hey, these Mortal Kombat controls, you know what they'd be great for? This is where I got stuck as a kid renting this game. And again, it's only because I've, for some reason, played this so many times since then that I kind of have the muscle memory down. But if you haven't played it before, it will take you a few tries. It's one of those games where it's like, unfortunately, everything is pretty sweet except for the gameplay. There's a game on PS2 called, well, on the other systems as well, but it's Shaolin Monks, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. It's kind of a similar concept where it's like kind of a, you know, adventure, more of an adventure game than just like a fighting game. It's pretty good. It's definitely, I'd say, better than this, but it says this vibe to it that I think is neat. If we could get the gameplay of that game with the atmosphere of this game, that would really be the best of both worlds, I think. I missed it. That's fine. Yeah. That's okay. I think we've had enough of Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero. Let's see. I think for our next title, though, we will keep the martial arts theme going. But I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick before we start that up. So you guys can enjoy the pleasant, quiet sounds of the PS2 home screen, and I'll be right back. Alright. Sorry about that. Let's get this next game going. Shall we? So I'll keep that martial arts theme going. With another game that I think is extremely underrated. I know there was a pretty popular YouTube video recently. I don't remember who uploaded it. Sorry, but just covering this game, and it got a lot of views. So I think nowadays maybe it's a little bit more recognized, but this is a great game. And this is, of course, Jackie Chan, Stuntmaster.
Radical entertainment.
Now this is a game I found. I think it was like a budget kind of game. You know, like it wasn't sold at full price or something. Got it for I think $30 when it came out, brand new. But this is just another one of those licensed games that is actually really, really good. You know, I think it's one of the most fun games on the PS1. But I'll let you guys enjoy this cutscene featuring the likeness and voice acting of Mr. Jackie Chan himself.
Jackie. Jackie.
The weird faces.
I want you to take this package to this address. It is very important that you give this package your utmost attention. If I find out that you're loafing around at that cafe again, stuffing your face, oh...
Don't worry, grandfather. I'm on my way.
Okay, boss, we're on to it. Well, get it and bring me the old man.
I love the like mega speakers he's got set up and everything. The like 4-foot woofers, you know, for all the sick bass. He's definitely pumping out of those things. That music you hear in the background is actually Jackie Chan singing. It's a track from Police Story 2 or something.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
You can see some of the bosses of the game there. Featuring a disco man, a boxing clown.
Grandfather! Look out! Keep the case.
Yeah, and Jackie Chan he did all the mocap for this as well, or at least for him. Both on this disc and some other places you could find some cool behind-the-scenes footage of them recording the motion capture.
Jackie!
Pretty sweet.
Go after the truck! The package, Jackie! Jackie! The package!
Grandfather! Grandfather!
So yeah, you got your extremely generic, you know, setup, but it works, right? Play a little of this though, a little Jackie Chan Stuntmaster. Another game with a great soundtrack. Really, really cool. Another one of the highlights. And really good 3D brawler, you know? Like, I don't think there was very much competition on the PS1, at least in this era. Like, there was Fighting Force, but I don't think that holds a candle to this. Yeah, this definitely has some deeper gameplay, just the combos and the grabs and all that. Hopefully I'll be able to show off a little bit with those, but it's been a while since I've played this. Been a few years, so we'll see. Yeah, those red dragons. If you get all of those, you unlock the secret level at the end of the game, the Shaolin Temple, which has one of the coolest drum and bass tracks I've ever heard. Not just like video game tracks, like drum and bass kind of tracks, but drum and bass tracks in general. Awesome. But yeah, you've got your punches, you got your kicks, you've got grabs. And then once you've got him grabbed, you can do whatever kind of move, all these different moves. It's almost kind of like the Devil May Cry thing, where it's the combo can be determined by the amount of time you spend. Like if you put a little bit of a pause between button pushes. You know, this game probably didn't come up with that concept, but it's definitely one of the earliest examples I can think of. But yeah, great combat. Very fluid. Awesome game. You can strafe somehow? Yeah. Do a lock on. Oh yeah, you can like throw enemies into each other and stuff. Yeah, this game's fantastic.
You have to catch me. Catch me if you can. Lucky me. Take that.
Listen to these beats. Come on. It's fantastic. Can't tell I'm a big fan of Jackie Chan Stuntmaster. I think it's one of those games that maybe people overlooked. They just thought, like, oh yeah. As, you know, you reasonably would in most cases. Oh, licensed game? Oh, it probably sucks. But no, this game is actually very good.
Face it, Jackie. That package isn't gonna make it to the Shaolin. If you want me, you have to catch me. Better than nothing.
I think I deserve a little more than a C, but I'll take it. It's alright. Yeah, we'll go through the Chinatown levels and then probably move on to our last game of the evening. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, there's like 5 kind of city themed areas. There's Chinatown, docks, rooftops.
Let's go.
Sewers, of course. Gotta have sewers. Video game. Factory, another prerequisite level. But they're all good. It's all good. And then 3 levels in each. But pretty good amount of environmental variety. Enemies. Just kind of different obstacles you have to contend with. Oh yeah. Excellent.
I am very angry with you. Take that.
Yeah, tons of weapons to pick up. This game holds up. Holds up, I'm telling you.
Don't mess with me again.
Oh wait.
You watch the game from
Here we go. You can flip the tables. I mean, come on. What more can you ask for?
You think you can beat me?
Kick guys into each other.
You watch the game from there. Now you and your friends can sit down.
Now you and your friends can sit down. Brilliant.
Don't hurt me. I'm fragile.
I think old Jackie's had a few video games, excuse me, through the years, but I think this is by far the best. There's one on the NES, called like Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu or something. But obviously this is a little better. Exciting stuff.
How do you like me now?
Nope.
I can't believe my luck.
Yeah, he said it like he was kind of annoyed, but I mean, I think we want to collect those things, right? Shit. Oh my god, my health.
Somebody call an ambulance.
Alright.
Somebody call an ambulance. Oh, I don't feel so good. Anyone got an aspirin?
We just gotta drink our milk. We'll be fine.
I don't feel so.
I'm sorry I keep bringing that up. L2 is that display, and then R2 is the this lock on, which I keep trying to do.
Let's go in a hurry.
Whoops. Sorry, Jackie. I don't think we go too far back, though. You know, no big deal. These PS1 load times are a little rough, but yeah, I think this game holds up.
The wall will stay up by himself, you know.
Alright. You like some of those environmental things like that?
Your stunts won't save you now, Jackie Chan. Uh-oh. I think I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, when you do a grab, you can hit one of the face buttons and it'll do a different throw. Pretty handy.
I don't feel so.
Alright, we get serious here. Let's get serious.
Watch me.
There we go.
Okay.
No
good.
problem. Just clipping through the floor there, Jackie. It's all good. It's all good, baby. Alright, we'll do the last Chinatown level, and then we'll play another game. But Chinatown 3, I remember being a pretty sweet level. Definitely a cool soundtrack. Some cool stunt maneuvers.
Here goes nothing.
This is Stuntmaster after all. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It's one of those, that era. You just walk into a store, maybe you see some games in a magazine. This is like late 90s. But, I was just in, I think it was Toys R Us. I was like 9, 10 years old. And I saw this, like, oh, wow, a Jackie Chan game. Cool. And that's one of those rare occasions where the licensed game actually turns out to be really good.
My bruises got bruises. Hey! Don't mess with me again.
Yeah, I really love this soundtrack. This is great stuff. Probably one of my first introductions to the world of drum and bass. Yeah, I think if they had, this had been a PS2 game or gotten a PS2 sequel, it would have been a big, big seller. So I don't think this is the greatest hits title, just in terms of sales. Oh yeah, the juggle. I can't believe I forgot about that. Alright, next guy. Let's check this out. Not that, although that was pretty cool. That.
You guys can't. I don't feel so good.
Come on. Uh-oh. More action stunts.
Take that.
Oh, whoops. I think there's a secret area if you jump up there. Onto that next little awning or whatever.
So you do like dancing? What did I ever do? Mama! You think you can beat me?
Oh, I guess it's done. Alright. Cool little cutscene here, I remember. Alright. Yeah, this is killer. I mean, I'm really enjoying this. I haven't played this in a long time, and this is really holding up.
I don't want trouble.
It's like really good animations for PS1 too.
Did you lose something, delivery boy?
Yeah, this is killer. Great game.
Pretty good, eh?
Jackie Chan Stuntmaster. Highly recommended kind of game. For sure. But I'm gonna play one more game this evening. One a little bit more popular, well-known, and absolutely a classic in its own right. Now, let's see. Discs look a little scratched, so just give it a shot. Fingers crossed it's all gonna work out okay. But classic game by anyone's definition. One of my favorites. A game that scared the absolute shit out of me as an 8-year-old. One of my few experiences like that as a kid, playing something that probably should not have been playing at the age I played it at. And this might have been the first time. It's Resident Evil 2, of course.
Resident Evil 2.
And this is the Leon disc. Leon's campaign.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City.
That image of that
It was
zombie
later revealed that the
scared
terrible
the absolute
disaster
shit out of
had
me
been
as a
caused
kid.
by the T virus,
And
a mutagenic
to the point where I
toxin
almost
created by
immediately turned the game
international
off.
enterprise
But
Umbrella Incorporated
I remember
for use in bioweapon
a few years
experiments.
after that, where I played the PS1 original,
Raccoon
the
City
original
Police
Resident Evil,
Department's
Resident Evil 1.
Special Stars Unit
And
immediately
you know, you
began
see that
investigation.
cutscene that is actually a still from. Got this, you know, blood red cold kind of feeling, hardcore.
But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
I've been playing Village, and honestly, it's kind of a mixed bag for me. It's it has its moments, but it's very set piece heavy. And it has that like modern game thing going on where it feels like a lot of the game is just a series of set pieces, which is great for, you know, Twitch. It's great for like, you know, YouTube clips. It's great for a lot of that, but
What have we got here?
I just wish it had more of the you know, just gameplay. You know, like there's the whole portion in the castle where that feels, you know, like they just finally let you loose and you get to explore and, you know, enjoy the game a little bit.
Guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
We're really going through the pantheon of classic PS1 voice acting tonight.
Man, what a mess.
What a mess!
What could have done this?
Huh. Jeez.
What was that? What are these things? All right, that's far enough. Don't move. Don't move. No!
That's the perfect reaction, you know. He's like upset about it. No!
What's up with that guy? That was a clean hit.
It's like in the world of Resident Evil, no one has ever thought of the concept of a zombie, I guess.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down!
Yeah, it just occurred to me that sounds a lot like
Can't
the
stay out.
pistol from
Head to the
Doom.
police station.
The
It'll
OG
be a lot
Doom.
safer.
I don't know if that's even the same sound as like the actual in-game pistol.
There. Buckle up.
Okay.
They really nailed it with the remake, in my opinion. I played through it with the
I arrived in town,
classic
and the whole
soundtrack,
place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
and I
You're
really
a
loved it.
cop, right?
I thought they nailed it.
Yeah. First day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Great, huh?
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
The way she says that. There's a gun inside.
No!
Look out!
Awesome.
You okay?
Still in one piece.
That maniac's gonna ram us!
Action dive.
Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Now, I say this with no offense to Resident Evil, because I love this. I love this game. I love the series. It's all good. But it's pretty clear why Silent Hill was such a, a hit, a big deal when that came out of the gate, just in terms of the overall presentation and whatnot. As I said, there's room for both. The Resident Evil style, the Silent Hill style. Oh shit. Oh! Still got it. It's been ages since I've played this.
Freeze!
This guy.
Who are you?
Who are you?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Hold your fire!
He like
I'm
hits
a
on
human!
Claire, I think. Sorry about that, babe.
Sorry about that. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on.
Love that sound.
I don't have a clue. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Like he was just like sitting in here reading the newspaper or something. Well, this like insane zombie outbreak is going on.
But you should be safe inside here. I'm keeping a close eye on
Funny
things.
smell outside. Lots of weird noises. I'm sure it's fine. He doesn't seem to mind. Go ahead and take some of his inventory. There's some more somewhere, right? Oh yeah. Yes. Take the hit, grab the shotgun, no problem. All in a day's work for Mr. Leon. This game did have a killer atmosphere. Definitely a step up from the first game. Which is a classic in its own right, but I think this is a pretty big jump. Just in terms of the overall presentation. Yeah, they really nailed it. Awesome vibe. I'd love to get my hands on the GameCube version of this, but it's runs like 60 bucks these days, maybe 80 for a complete copy. It's like, I don't know. Swing that. That being said, I know that the PC version, or I think it may be the like emulated GameCube version, has some like team of fans made an AI upscaled pack for the backgrounds. So they went through and kind of manually touched it up afterwards to make sure it didn't look like crap, you know. Sometimes with the AI upscaling stuff, it can kind of look a little like watery or oily when it shouldn't. From what I saw in the preview pics, it looked really good. But this is all good, you know. The classic PS1 version. Just, yeah. Just stop her head, that's alright. This game was very, very scary to me. Scary to me as an 8-year-old, I'll tell you that. We're having this conversation with my brother. He's younger than me. A couple years later, a similar thing, I was playing it. Just remember, all those zombie noises, those are just guys in like recording booths, just like moaning into a microphone. I think that helped him out a little bit. I mentioned this earlier, but I'm playing this on my PVM, my CRT, the 20L5 Sony. This does look great. I hope it's coming through okay for you guys on the stream. This looks really good on this monitor. Not yet. Don't need that yet. This is like Mac OS. Yeah, we gotta go talk to Marvin. This music! Fantastic.
Oh, man. Who are you? Oh, you must be the new guy. Leon. Sorry, but it looks like your party
The guy is just straight up
canceled.
Clearly Will Smith.
What happened?
At least in this original.
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving zombies in a mansion. located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything. They risked their lives to reveal the truth, but no one believed them. Not long after that, all this started to happen. Hang in there.
Poor guy.
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go. But just go.
It's a little extreme, Marvin. I don't think you need to
Fine,
point the gun in my face.
But I'm coming back for you. Just hold on.
Fine, but I'm going to take my party hat. Sake got up and immediately locked it up behind Leon. Wow, that guy's a real dweeb. Alright. Let's run the zombie.exe here. Okay. Hall side door lock released. Yeah, this piece of music is iconic. I mean, this entire, you know, lobby. It's one of those, like, all-time video game locations. Remove the safe, blah, blah, blah. That, I think that the first time I saw that, I either turned the console off or I just didn't play it. I didn't dare to go through this door for quite some time. And again, I was 8 years old. Probably a little young to be playing this. The head is missing. Seems to have been twisted off. See you in hell. Oh yeah, got a herb conveniently located right here. Yeah, he definitely got me the first time I played this. And the second probably as well. Sacrifice to the hellfire. Yeah, you know. It's a nice bit of light artwork you have hanging in your police station. Although this is supposed to be, I think there's like a memo somewhere that says it's like a converted art museum, right? Which is cool, you know, it goes to explain some of the idiosyncrasies of this place. Although I'm not sure they would leave the artwork behind. You know. Whatever. Yeah, the remake, you know, I said I played through it with the classic soundtrack, and I feel like it's kind of a necessity, because I mentioned earlier, a lot of these modern games, they just don't have super memorable soundtracks. You know, Village, as I mentioned, I'm playing a bit of that, and you know, I can't really think of a single piece of music from it that I remember so far. Oh boy. It's just a shame, you know, you have a series with such a legacy of these cool, memorable tracks. Or even if it's just, you know, just like the minimalist, you know, ambient stuff. Still like to have some more of that. Oh, still in the orange. Oh man, talking about memorable tracks. I mean, come on. That is classic. Oop. Guess I forgot to grab that ink ribbon. It's alright, we don't need it. So it's now past midnight, it's 12:06 here. I'll probably play, I'll go to like 12:30 or so. It's Friday night after all. Get to sleep in a little. Cool shot. There's something about the kind of like 90s pre-rendered graphics that is really neat. You know, it's just that kind of intersection of technology versus their intention, you know, in regards to their creativity that really just works out, you know? It's like just the right amount of detail packed in there. Now RE1 definitely looks a little sparse. Yeah, the PS1 original. But this is like perfect level of kind of archaic 3D, but they're starting to get a hang of it with like the textures and lighting and stuff. Classic kind of effective interspersal of the ambient, like spooky tracks with the silence. Build tension. This must be where they gathered information. Wait. I know there's like a few goodies hidden in here. Yeah. Rebecca's first aid spray. Although, let's see. Chris has his Les Paul just hanging out here. Guess he had to leave in a hurry, right? Leon should take a minute, just chill out, play some tunes on that. Probably remember the NRA. Yeah. It's Barry, right? Is there something like you check one of these desks like 30 times and you find a photo or something? Yeah, it's this desk. I remember. Alright, here we go. Rapid Fire X. Pretty sure. Come on. Come on, Leon. I know you're going to find the goods. Alright, we'll give this like 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something in there, but I'm not going to waste time just standing here doing that. We all have better things to do, right? Leon, quick! Oh shit. I have a lot of ammo. Jeez. Oh crap. Yeah, they don't have a lot of range. I remember them being a little bit grabbier, but maybe it's just like the newer ones. A remake, maybe. Alright. Hold on a sec. You see the map? There's that whole other section we haven't checked out yet. What, over that way? Base zones 50 times, not 30. Oh, yeah. Yep. My bad. If we get back over there again, I'll be sure to check at 50. Oh my god. Leon! No! This game holds up. Definitely enjoying it. A lot of games do. I feel like, you know, when people say games are like, oh, it's aged poorly. It's like, yeah, maybe the controls have, you know, they don't feel as modern anymore, but I think there's still a lot to enjoy. A lot of these older titles. Now it's the door adjacent to the entrance, I believe. Yes. There's a ton of zombies, right? I remember that. Something important in here. Yeah. I think we'll leave those for now. So we got that first aid spray. Getting kind of low on the inventory space. There's 3 out here. Generous. Yeah, they really nail it with the pre-rendered backgrounds in this. Phenomenal. It's a nice touch over the ceiling fan like that. Alright, so I remember without looking at the file. It's 2, 2, 3, 6? Yes! Great. The map. Perfect. Go use one of those herbs out there. Yes, dude, the wind. The wind and the cries of the damned. Ha ha ha. Welcome, Nintendo Mad. So we gotta scope out the like the other side of the horde of zombies outside this room. I don't think there's anything viable over here. Nope. But now we got some shotgun shells. Clear out that crowd real good. Oh yeah. You want some of this? Dude! Oh my god! Double torso decap. Wow. This is like very statistically improbable, but it happened. Oh yeah. Shotgun surgeon. I didn't know you could do that. Like multiple disembowelment. Oh crap. Tank controls messed me up for a sec. Door. There we go. Oh, I remember this room. Oh yes. Although I think it's only on the other side of the glass that the thing happens. It's a magic mirror. Yeah, good job. It's like, it's funny. It's always been with the thing with Resident Evil. It's like the cutscenes, the voice acting are campy as hell. Like always kind of funny B-movie stuff, but the actual gameplay and the atmosphere, yeah, solid, definitely. Close. Alright. Where does the little key go? Key to a desk. I don't remember. Trying to think. It's all well and good. So I think this is probably a good point to end for the night. Just hit up a old typewriter over here. All right. Well, I'm going to log off, but thank you to the few of you who joined me for the stream. For those of you who maybe check it out afterwards, hope you enjoy it. I'll probably do some more soon. I like to do this more often. It's pretty fun. I will be producing another, regular proper video at some point in the future, next month or so. Just trying to come up with a topic that I think would be, interesting. You want to find the kind of thing that you're excited to do a video on, not just because you feel like, oh, it's been a while, I should make one. But anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your night, everybody. Have a great weekend. Take care, stay safe and all that. And till next time, adios.